Bloody pothole galore here. Appropriate name. So it goes straight.
Yeah.
Puddle.
No.
Hey guys, so we're here today with Deacon. He's going to show you around his VN.
So this is my 1990 Holden Commodore. Executive, obviously, it's a manual 5 litre. It's not a restoration or anything special. It's just a normal executive. I've had it five or so years. And now that these are increasing in value, we thought we'd put it in a video and show you around. So this particular one is a manual 5 litre. Not too many of them made, but it's not a factory manual 5 litre. So it used to be a V6 manual. And over the time that I've had it, we've put a motor in it, really cleaned it up. This was a pig when I bought it, so I bought this back in end of 2016, I think, in Hoppers Crossing. It was a manual 6, it was spooled, it had belt slap up it, had just extractors, V6 manual, but the paint looked like this, and this was many years ago. So now that these have started to become a bit of a collector's item, I really have focused on trying to make it as original as possible. Also, when I bought it, it had all the gloss black bumpers, really early 2000s spec, and I thought that was fucking awesome. But as these have gotten older, I've decided to go back to the original. So these are all genuine Holden bumpers, headlights, everything. The interior is nothing too special. So luckily, when I bought this car, it had this interior trim with the red piping, which is VNSS interior. One on the cluster has done 420,000 kilometers. Whether that's genuine, who knows? But being of such age, there is a lot of things that I have replaced in here. The headlining is, actually you probably can't see that.
Oh, I'll film it.
The headlining is black, which it was like that when I got it, which isn't original. I've replaced this with a new old stock one. My horn pad's new old stock. I've popped a fire extinguisher in there, trying to find a good original radio for these cars is really difficult and expensive. Lots of things have needed fixing. My glove box, literally everything has had a going over, because these cars, I love them, but they weren't exceptionally built, to be honest. I have replaced one of these door rubbers with a rare spares one, which I wouldn't recommend buying because mine really didn't fit very well. The main event though for me with this car, and my favourite thing about it, is this. The old Aussie built Holden 5 litre. Now, this didn't used to be here. This is not a factory 5 litre. This used to be a good old Buick. Now the V6 that was in it had 400,000 Ks, was a recovered stolen motor, and it never let me down. But a couple of years ago, I decided to swap that out for something better. So 2 or 3 years ago, back when these cars were worth nothing, I bought a VR wagon, factory manual 5 litre wagon. Not many of them made either. Wrecked the whole car, pulled all the goodies out of it and sent it to scrap. So, which is a shame now, but it made this car possible. Now there's a lot of things that I've done to this 5 litre. It's been completely rebuilt, bigger pistons, flat tops, 3 or 4 cam. It's got flow flow injector rail, LS2 injectors. But really all I wanted, the main goal with this engine was to make it sound good, which is why it's still got the standard manifold on it. I'm not too fussed on power. If you're wondering, it's making 171 kilowatts at the wheels. So one of the highlights of my engine bay is this airbox. So it's an SV HSV airbox. I believe it's off an SV 5000. Much better than the old VR 5 litre airbox that was in here. Really ties the engine bay together. In terms of other things in the engine bay that's goodies, we've got a VT booster and master cylinder. Everything else is product of rare spares. So these are all rare spares. One of the main things you'll notice if you know you're holding 5 litres is there's no viscous clutch fan. So I binned that just because where I live, I'd be driving a lot in the town. This motor gets quite hot and that wasn't going to cut it. So these thermo fans, mounted very securely with zip ties, are off an AU Falcon. Just a 6-cylinder, and they run awesome. So paired with a Davis Cray controller, runs to a switch in the cabin. Also got a set of pacemaker extractors, a cheap, nice cheap eBay.
Cheap low and fuel management system.
Exactly.
It's an easy way to spend $10,000.
Really cheap eBay fuel pressure regulator, does the job though. This car has not been without its teething issues. Once it put a 5 litre in it, it's all running off the standard AC Delco computer. And I definitely made mistakes while I was putting in. So I put the motor in myself, put everything together. So this motor was built by Blake's Automotive in Leopold. Never had an issue with it. So it's been doing really well. But the whole car was put together in my shed.
Sign off on it.
Signed off. It's no VN, right?
I usually put that together.
This is interesting for me too.
Jump it like. Fuck, who'd you get? Got these little VT brakes. Yeah. Got all new front bushers. There's something you definitely want to look out for if you're buying a van.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Especially.
We did talk about what you wanted.
Although I am missing the washer here, so.
Oh shit.
Washer there and.
Probably fix that, eh?
Oh yeah,
It's impressed.
No,
Yeah.
that's not good.
no.
It's working as it should be working. Tell me how many times you have done a mega pegger in this car.
A lot.
I actually didn't think that would be that many.
Nah. Oh, no, not too many. A lot more when it was a 6.
Yeah.
Because.
Used to do big mangs in it when I was a 6.
Yeah.
But not anymore because it's a big V8 now. It's too powerful.
Exactly.
Yeah,
No, mate, I just don't want to. Blow the motor. Yeah. Link pin's done.
Did you know a VN link pin? Get up in here. That right there.
Yep.
Was the very first job that I did when I did my traineeship
really?
as an apprentice mechanic. Yeah.
There you go. These brake lines, really. Yeah, VT caliper.
Yep.
Obviously, VT pads and motors.
So where did you get your hub adapter from?
So Planet Parts.
Planet Parts hub adapter?
Yep.
And then where'd you get the brake lines from?
They were on eBay, but the listing has since been pulled down. So.
Because everyone's brake lines were bursting and everyone was dying, but they're good brake lines.
Look how it's got nice new wheel bearings. So this one, that one's not too bad. I guess it's connected to the diff. But Dan did these wheel bearings. Look how good they are.
Bloody good, eh? He's good at setting his bearings.
Those go rescue.
Got a little bit of a dent there.
Sorry? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I was just looking at that before. I never noticed it earlier, but this is fine. So
Yeah. Deacon's like, remember you put one of these V6 colours in my car once? So, not trusting him.
so
Really like this person put this fucking brick or some shit. You're like, I did those. And you go, yeah, weird.
Well, Jamie did it, but I'll take the blame.
So what had actually happened is my old brakes were V8 calipers with V6 rotors and pads, and because of that they were only wearing on half the surface. So they were even shitter than normal VN brakes.
Even shitter. If it can get worse than standard VN brakes.
These things, I don't know what you call them.
Door locks around.
Yep, they're new on every single door.
New old stock door locks around.
Yeah.
Oh, how look at that. That sticker's genuine.
Yeah.
Fuck.
The Venetians, all the Venetians, and the side Venetians are all genuine Holden.
The inside ones?
Yeah. All of
They're
these.
genuine Holden Venetians?
Yep, I bought them out. I got a friend's Holden about 5 years ago.
I didn't think that VN's come out with inside
Yeah,
Venetians.
I pulled them out of a bag with a big blue GM logo on it.
Wow. What do they cost you?
Back then it was $200.
That's fucking nothing now, eh?
Yeah.
I wonder what they're worth.
Literally. These ones are really hard to find as well, the side ones.
Yeah, especially going that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. That must
yeah.
be. They must be just genuine that do that then, because the other ones go down that way.
Yeah, I don't like those.
Yeah,
ones.
they look.
So these, if anyone's into VNs and they're looking for badges, all these three are all rare spares.
Right, rare spares.
Rare spares. Now this one is a resin in, where from factory they're actually a solid badge like this,
Right.
but impossible to find a good one.
Yeah,
because unfortunately rare spares don't do the Holden version,
Right.
so they only do this. So I was.
They might only be allowed to do Commodore. They might not be allowed to do Holden.
You say that, but the badge on the front says Holden.
Right.
So this is not a reproduction grill. This is a genuine GM grill with all its tabs. But this is the rare spares. That's a rare spares badge.
Right.
Yeah. So plus all these pinstripings are all rare spares. I know I've got a crack in my headlight covers, but they are really difficult to find. So, right. So one of the things that's funny about Holden is, so I tried to put this car back into as many of its original colours as possible. So the bumpers and the grille are in a colour called Rocker Grey. Now that was hard to find, but luckily all the blokes on VNVP enthusiasts knew that. But yeah, Rocker Grey. Now these side molds, this is not a documented colour, so this was really difficult to find. And it's not correct, but it's very, very close. So Yeah, can't be too hard on it because it's hard to find. This is coloured down on the sill is also rocket grey, so that's the same as the bumpers. Now the rear bar is obviously the same rocket grey, but this silver garnish is MX grey, so same colour as your VL executive bumpers and stuff like that. But finding that information isn't so easy anymore. If it wasn't for Facebook, I'd have no idea where to get any of that. But it's funny that Holden used so many different shades of grey on one car.
50 shades of grey, you reckon?
Yeah, exactly. And then the pinstriping is silver.
Yeah.
But yeah, all the painting was done by Buckles Booth.
Buckles Booth.
Yeah, Buckles Booth.
Shout out Mirror Finish Automotive.
No, but
I'm not biased.
I went to Buckles because he knew all this stuff about VN. So.
Right. Buckles at Mirror Finish Automotive.
Buckles Booth.
Yeah.
There's a booth in there, it's called Buckles.
Yeah, there's a booth in Mirror Finish Automotive, you're right, yeah. He knows all about Buckles.
No, he did a really good job. So.
It looks good.
So it's definitely not a resto, and it's not even close. But it's kind of how I want it now.
It's my VN and I love it.
Yeah, it looks how I want it to look for the most part. But it definitely does need some things fixed, as you saw under the car. But it's not too bad. Needs a new diff. Needs a better diff.
Needs a 411 spool. Well, she's big rig.
It's a bit dark.
Handles really well. Nah, I feel like I'm gonna fucking do a flip.
It's mid.
Man, I forgot.
Stop it!
It's very floaty, isn't it? It just feels like a bus.
I thought the diff's doing an F under the car. I mean, fuck, it's on point. All the suspension is just fucking unreal. It's drives like a brand new car, Deacon. You've done such a good job. Yeah. Fuck, that locker's pretty tight.
Fuck yeah.
Just hard to hold this camera.
I like that the taco works.
Yeah, it works awesome.
Luckily you don't really need it in the 5
Yeah. No, so the reason I haven't fixed that is because this cluster is a really rare cluster, and to get that
But you can't get it fixed.
oh, I probably can.
It'd just be
But
a cog
it's-
or something that's broken.
Yeah. This is a V8 cluster that suits a drop tank, so they're not that common.
I want to fly
So
them.
dark.
They're fun as fuck, aren't they? I love driving this thing.
That's what everyone's doing on TikTok now. They are, but it's just so much harder in a car park.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I hate that. Like, it's cool to have the cam 5 litre, but then you're trying to be a sick cunt,
Yeah.
and you go over that speed bump.
Yeah. I'm used to it now though.
Yeah,
So-
you would go.
You
I
did-
would Alexia, I'm just gonna
I ride the clutch a little bit, so it's
Oh yeah, yeah. It's like really just pulled back.
yeah.
Drugs?
Yeah, I was just thinking.
It's not a drug deal.
Drugs? That's funny.
Jesus, I can't release.
What's he doing? What are you doing in there?
This is hidden extras.
Yeah. This is what it takes to
Build a van.
build the old VN. all of that is receipts from the last couple of years.
Jesus Christ, where's the one in from Remy's Chop Shop? 40 grand. Do you got that in there for the, you know, the mini spool that we put in your alternator?
40 grand. Yeah.
Look at Deacon's VN, hopefully you all liked it. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe, which is probably the wrong way around. Subscribe, like, subscribe, box at the top. Myself a plug, we have a new shop opening in Geelong in the coming months, RCS Geelong. If you've got Instagram, find us. Otherwise you can jump on our website, rcshq.com, and find a link.
Bring your VN.
Bring your VN, we're VN specialists. So we're finished off with Deacon's car today, we've fucked that up. It's VN today, thanks Deacon.
No worries.
Appreciate it. If you liked the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. So if you like the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. If you stop fucking laughing at me, it would be so much easier.
I was like, yeah, you're doing a good job. Jesus. Not allowed to be happy.
It's got to take one of me.
What the heck?
Alright, let's go ahead.
Starts swelling up. Okay.
So I just finished looking up at Deacon. I quit.
I reckon the second one.
Yeah.
Did you actually there?
I'm done. You know what? Fuck you guys. If you don't like the video, I don't even care. I'm done. Fuck the outro.